Hey, what's up everybody? Today, I don't know if you can see the water tower. We're in Clifton, Missouri. This is the beginning of the Katy Trail, and that way right there, Machens, Missouri is 237 miles roughly away. There goes Don, he just dropped me off. I'm gonna meet him in about 17 miles in Windsor. It's a little bit after 3 o'clock, and we're doing the Katy Trail this week. So right here in Clinton, this is the official beginning. There's a little rest area right up ahead. All right, map guy. Alright, so this is how it works here. We're in Clinton. There's Kansas City. We'll work our way up through here. Going up with the Missouri River. Cruise on down. And then it's going to end just north of St. Louis. This is an old railroad bed, and this is the longest rail trail in the U.S. Alright dude, we'll see you in Windsor in about 17 miles.
Have a good trip.
Alright. So this became a trail in 1999. It was a rail line a lot longer ago than that. Wide open and very sunny. Got started about 3 o'clock. Most of today was a 9-hour drive just getting out here. So I'm doing a short day. I think it's like 17.5 miles, something like that. Staying in Windsor tonight. Don's gonna meet me up there. He's gonna be off and on riding with me. He's not gonna be doing the whole thing. He's gonna be driving, just doing sections. All right, Sand Creek. A little over 9 miles in, just past Calhoun. A little stagnant looking pond out there. A couple of ducks in there. Nice little place to cool down. Windsor. Alright, we're here. The old trusty truck. I guess camping is right across the road over there.
Yeah, Katy Corner.
Katy Corner, okay. Camp is right over there. It's the Katy Rock Junction campsite. So when you're doing the Katy Trail, like right now, we're in Windsor, and so it tells you what goes on the trail back there, and then what goes on the trail on up ahead. So, Green Ridge is 8.8 miles away, and on the way to Green Ridge, we'll pass the highest point on the Katy Trail at 955 feet. Of course, also, once you do get into a town, it's going to show you where you are. It's going to show you where other points of interest are, and a map of the area. And so here we are, staying at the Katy Rock Junction. So this is the bathrooms here. That's where we're staying over here. All right, one of the other trails in this area is the Rock Island Spur, and it starts at Pleasant Hill, which is just kind of south of Kansas City, and it runs about 47 miles, I think it is, down to Windsor, and then continues on just a little bit further. Eventually it's going to go across the whole state south of the Katy Trail, and Windsor is where they cross, which is where we are now. And originally on this trip I was going to start at Pleasant Hill and take this all the way down to Windsor, but after I got to looking into it, it was not quite as in good a shape as I thought. And also another video I'd watched, the guy said if you're wanting to do the Katy Trail and you don't start all the way down in Clinton, then technically it's still on your bucket list because you haven't done it. So I got thinking, well, I want to do the Katy Trail in its entirety, and so I'll come back later and do the Rock Island Spur when it's more complete. Good morning. Morning of day 2. Got up a little after 6. Starting to pack up a little bit. It's going to be a long day today. It's going to be about 59 miles. Got some uphill going to the high point and going through Sedalia and Booneville. Alright, we're leaving Windsor. It's about 7:30 in the morning, about 61 degrees. And I guess about 5 miles or so up ahead roughly is where the high point is. Now through this section too, the rock is pretty mushy. It's been 2 or 3 days since it's rained out here, but the sand, aka gravel, is pretty soft. So I wouldn't want to be on really thin tires on this part of it here. I got these big 2.5s on here, so I'm good. Alright, well, this looks like the last of the shade for a bit. Looks like where the sun is, looks like it's going to be a hot one from here on. I did stop at the Dollar General back in town, got some sunscreen. I had that sun shirt on yesterday and that thing got hot, so. Alright. Woo! We're here. Alright, everybody. How about that? It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, huh? We're at the high point of the Katy Trail. 955 staggering feet. So here's the grand view from the high point of the Katy Trail. Looks like the corn is doing well. This is what the top of the world looks like. We're so high up, we're not far from the sun. How about that? We're almost the same elevation as the sun. Alright, so just leaving the sign from the high point and the view of the cornfield. And from here, we should have some pretty nice little downhill. So there's literally just tons of these little bridges all along the way. Morning. All right, pulling into Green Ridge Depot here. So at these trailheads here, most of the time they've got water right there. Bathrooms, just your standard pit toilet here. This has actually got a sink here, running water. Alright, leaving Green Ridge. Nice little break there. 12 miles to Sedalia. I'm sure you can kind of tell where from the trail how it slopes off on either side. This is the old rail bed, and so it drains off pretty good. I was talking to the guy from the campground, and he was saying that the Rock Island Trail, or Rock Island Spur, whatever you want to call it, it's basically kind of flat, so it doesn't drain the water off really well. So if there's been a lot of rain, there's a lot of ponding on the trail because it's not raised up. So something to think about if you're coming out here and it's going to be a wet one. Morning. Get this a lot on this trail. Just crossing a lot of country roads. And then back in the green tunnel. So this is the Sedalia State Fairgrounds parking area for the Katy Trail. And I'm probably about a mile or so outside of town. I think there's another trailhead on the other side of town. And so once I get there, I think that'll be about 20 miles so far for the day. I don't think I've ever actually been to a state fair of any kind, so I don't really know what goes on here. Alright, going across Highway 65.
19 miles.
19 miles.
Total time 2 hours, 17 minutes and 8 seconds.
Came through here yesterday in the truck, driving out of here. Still going through Sedalia. It's supposed to be some confusing spot in Sedalia where you have to navigate through town, but I have not come across it yet. Alright, check it out here. Got a couple of cabooses. I just wanted to check out your souvenirs while I'm going through.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a shirt yet, but I got a magnet and a sticker, and she gave me a pen. So got a couple other shots at getting a shirt, so we'll get one. All right, leaving Sedalia. There's a nice long break there. And so if you're thinking about doing the trail here, and you've heard about how hard it is to follow in Sedalia, it is much easier now. They've got a good wide sidewalk here, clearly marked the whole way, so you won't have any problem whatsoever. So right here, you turn on Engineer Street. Very easily marked. Turn right here, and back on gravel. Can't get any more easier than that. Well, I thought I was gonna get away with not needing sunscreen, but when it looks up ahead, I'm going to. So now this is nicely wooded. Shaver Creek. Very nice. Just past that little creek back there. Hit 30 miles, so just a little over halfway for the day. It's almost 11:30, and I think Clifton City is the next place up ahead. It's probably about 2 miles or so away. From there, I think I'm gonna have some lunch, because it'll be right at noontime. Nice cool section right through here. Kind of acts like a little wind tunnel. Get a little cool breeze. Finally got to some sweet downhill. I just hit 33 miles back there, coming into Clifton City. They're getting ready to have my lunch, and of course there was so much dew and condensation and stuff. I got my tent drying out in the sun right now. Oh, and the next section is going to be a little over 12 miles to Pilot Grove. Alright, it's 12:20 at 26 miles to the campsite, and Don's heading this way, so at some point I'll meet up with him and then we'll ride back into camp together. Did I mention there's a lot of farming out here? Lamine River, I think is what it said. All these rivers out here are just muddy. That's one of the original train lights there. Pretty neat, huh? Check out this view here. Isn't that cool? About 3 more miles to Pilot Grove. Alright, coming into Pilot Grove.
Need a break or you ready to go?
Huh?
Need a break or are you ready?
Oh god, man, that last 12 miles kicked my butt. I'm ready to take a break for a little bit.
I'm good with that.
Alright.
Nice people talk with me, right?
Okay, Pilot Grove to Booneville is 11.5 miles. It's considered by many Katy Trail used to be the most difficult stretch due to the uphill grades. I thought this section was tough. I'm already wore out and I find that this is the most difficult stretch. And it says 219 and we got about 14 miles to camp at Franklin. Don, this is the first we've gotten to ride together this whole trip. So far we've come 5 miles from Pilot Grove, and it's been basically flat, so I'm not sure where the tough section is. Now here's the funny part. We was on the highest point earlier and you couldn't see anything, and this is the closest thing to an overlook that we've had the entire way. That's pretty cool with the bikes there. All right, I'm crossing over I-70 now. So if you're coming down I-70, probably around the Booneville exit, and you see this overpass here and it says Katy Trail on it, this is it. Woo!
It's raining.
Don was saying we need to come through here and hit this at an angle and see if we get completely sideways. Or if you're going fast enough, just go ahead and do a complete loop. Definitely got some sweet downhill into Booneville. I'm sure this is the original depot. 1912, huh? They're closed here today. this thing open? It does not appear to be open. Is it open?
No.
All right, here we go. Just gotta go down here a little bit. We're gonna cross the Missouri River.
I did see a sign that said Katy Trail that way. Yeah, I'm going, but this looks like it goes straight. But yeah, that's the bridge we're going to go over.
Okay. This is the original old railroad bridge right here, but it just goes out so far and then, or does it?
It goes all the way across, but there's a section missing in the middle.
So even though it looks like it, that is not the Katy Trail. So from the Chamber of Commerce, you want to come down this way. Now we're on the Katy Trail. So we got to go across the main bridge over there. Alright, so we got a separation here between the cars and us. So this is good. So we're crossing over the Missouri River. And that's where we just was earlier on that drawbridge. A little tight through here, ain't it?
Yeah, we'll let you go.
All right, thank you. All right, so. All right. Okay, so you're on this right here. Now you've got to go right up here and cross the highway.
Cars everywhere. Look out.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, and we're back on it. Oh, we just hit 60 miles, dude. All right, I'm gonna head on in here. All right, here we are at the Katy Roundhouse, site number 18. Got plenty of hammock trees. Bathrooms right over there. And we got this old haunted looking building right over here too, so can't get any better than that. So camp is set. Spot 18.
Electric for Don's bike.
Yeah. Got some electric over there. He's charging his bike up. And nobody else is in this part of the campground. There's a bathhouse and there's some RVs over there, but no other campers over here in the primitive area.